Hey guys, we are in the arcade today, and I've got some rearranging that we've done. Lucky and Wild is down. We found out what happened. Apparently something went wrong in the power supply and it burned one of the connectors out. So we've ordered the new parts to rebuild the connector. We should have this game back up and running, I hope, in the next week. Anyway, that's a popular game. If you haven't played it, you need to check that out when it's up. Anyway, we've got our Midway row going for racing games. I say Midway, this one's actually Atari games, but there's a big deal between Atari games and Midway that we won't go into right now. But anyway, we got 2 California Speeds, and we have 2 more to bring out, and we're going to hook them up next to it. So we'll have 4 California Speeds with a topper up above. And if you haven't seen the topper, we'll do a video on the toppers soon, because we got toppers coming for Off-Road Challenge also. I only have 2 off-road challenges, but the topper's built to only go on 2 games, so it'll still look okay. We'd have a CRT in this one and an LCD in this one. The 90s games look okay with LCDs in them, but we've found a source and we're going to try to get the CRTs like we're in the original arcade games for each and every one of these racers. Swap them all out, and that way they all look like they did back in the 90s when we were playing them. So Off-Road Challenge is coming with a topper. It's here now. We're going to put new LED lights in the top of all of these with new marquees from XL Arcade up in Chicago. They're going to print those off and send them to me, and we'll have these made up looking really nice. Hydro Thunder, we actually have 3 more of these. You can only hook up 4 of them. From what I understand, you can only hook up 4. But we'll have 4 of these Hydro Thunders hooked up with a topper, and next to it, we're going to have a 5th Hydro Thunder that is a stand-up version. We also have a stand-up version of Cruisin' World and Cruisin' USA that we're going to bring out as well. Cruisin' World, these are not linked right now. These are Off-Road Challenge will be soon, and California Speed is linked. Cruisin' World, we're going to do the same thing. We've got a topper coming for it. We'll have 4 of these together, all of them with new marquees and new LEDs. Right now they're rocking some flat screens. This one's got a smaller flat screen because it's a temporary fix until we find the correct size. Usually we buy them at Best Buy. They were sold out last time we were there. So anyway, on to Cruisin' USA. This game never came with the ability to be linked until later in its lifespan, and they came out with some new Revision 4 ROMs, which we have in these games. So whenever you link them up and you start them, you can now play head-to-head on Cruisin' USA at the arcade. Now we have about 6 or 8 of these, but you can only link 2 together. So what we'll probably do is, because racers are so popular out here, is we'll probably set up a second set of Cruisin' USA games that are linked to be head-to-head, and we have a topper for this one. So we'll have a topper for Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' World, Hydro Thunder, Off-Road Challenge, and California Speed. Now in the future, we also are looking at a couple places that have some for sale. We hope to get a set, maybe 4, of the Cruisin' Exotica games, which is the 3rd in the trilogy of Cruisin' arcade games, if you don't count Cruisin' Blast, which came out a few years ago. We hope to get that. We also are in talks of bringing in another Fast and the Furious. So that game will be linked, and you'll be able to race your friends on that. We do have 2 Vapor TRX machines. We got to put an LED light in this one, and we have to get a new marquee for this one that's cracked right there. Once we get those in, these 2 games will be linked together. Again, this one has a CRT, so it's the way it looked whenever it was new, and this one's got a flat screen. For the little kids, we have a Nicktoons Racing. It's just, I promise you adults, this is for kids only. You don't want to play this one. Anyway, we've got a lot more racing games on the other side, and those are all Rush 2049, Rush 2049 Special Edition. We have, let's just go over that. We've got a Rush, San Francisco Rush the Rock Alcatraz Edition coming. There's Outrun and Ivan Stewart's Off-Road. There's also Road Blasters. And here we are, Rush 2049. These 2 are linked right here. They're just regular Rush 2049. This is Rush 2049, the Special Edition. They don't have the correct marquee on it yet, but this is a different version game than these 2. We have a NASCAR arcade with a big giant LCD that's in the process of being put in. Daytona USA 2 with the LCD. Jambo Safari, Crazy Taxi, And then if you like flight games, we have Afterburner Climax. So come on out, check us out. We'll be open this weekend, Friday, 5 to 10, Saturday, noon to 10, Sunday, noon to 8. Then next week, we start our summer hours. We'll be open on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Correction, on Fridays, we'll be open until midnight. Saturdays, we're going to be open from noon to midnight, and Sundays will be open from noon to 9. So if you want to come out and check out all of these cool arcade games, come check them out. We will do another video shortly, and we'll probably highlight the 4-player games that we have and the ones that are coming. We've got The Simpsons, X-Men, Sunset Riders, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We also have coming NFL Blitz and Showtime. It's an NFL football and an NBA basketball game together. Together meaning 2 games in one cabinet, not like a football basketball game. And then we have NBA Jam and NBA Jam Tournament Edition coming. So come check us out and see how we change. We are constantly changing every week. We try to add 2 new games. We do have some pinball machines that we did not turn on that I will do right now. But come check out our pinball. We've got Stern, new Stern pinballs, old Stern pinballs. We've got Saya, Gottlieb, Data East. Come check us out, and we will see you soon.